Hello, Standard 8. We are doing the chapter Fundamental Rights. Okay. And in Fundamental Rights, I have explained you the different fundamental rights. Today we will do the right to constitutional remedies and the important rights which comes under constitutional remedies. Okay. Now, what is right to constitutional remedies? Right to constitutional remedies safeguards our fundamental right. Okay. It makes our fundamental right justiciable. Means you can move to the Supreme Court or the High Court if your fundamental rights are abridged or affected by a person, group of people, or by the state. We can move to the Supreme Court or the High Court. Now, how the fundamental rights can be protected by the Supreme Court or the High Court? How the fundamental rights are protected? Okay, by issuing writs. The Supreme Court and the High Court has a power to issue writs. Okay, these writs they issue to protect our fundamental rights. And who has a power to issue writs? The Supreme Court and the High Court. That means what is writ? A writ is a formal written order issued by the Supreme Court and a High Court to provide legal remedies to individuals who do not obtain adequate protection under ordinary law. It is an it is a formal written order issued by Supreme Court or the High Court. Okay. So which are the writs the Supreme Court and the High Court can issue? They issue habeas corpus. They can issue writ of mandamus, writ of prohibition, writ of certiorari, and quo warranto. These are the writs which can be issued by the Supreme Court or the High Court to protect our fundamental rights. Then now we'll go in detail what is habeas corpus. The literal meaning of habeas corpus is to have a body. Okay, literal meaning is to have a body. So by issuing such type of writ, the Supreme Court or the High Court get the body of the person released. If that person is unlawfully captured, okay, by a person, by a group of people, or by the state, then that person is released. Under which writ? Under habeas corpus. So habeas corpus protects our personal freedom. It protects our personal freedom. Where if any person is unlawfully captured, he will be asked to be released. Okay. Mandamus. Mandamus means we command. Okay, command. Then who is this we who commands? The Supreme Court and the High Court, that they are called superior courts. Okay, so and Supreme Court and the High Court, they are called superior court. So it is an order from a superior court to a lower court and an administrative authority. Okay, it is an order. Mandamus is an order. From whom to whom? The superior court to the lower court or administrative authority. But when this order is issued, when they do not perform their duty properly. When they do not perform their duty properly, Superior Court orders to the lower court and the administrative authority. Now, writ of prohibition. Writ of prohibition also is an order from Superior Court to a lower court. This order is also issued from the Superior Court to the lower court. But why? To stop proceeding in case which might be in excess of the jurisdiction of the lower court. Here they stop the proceeding of the case which is going on in the lower court. Why? It might be in excess of the jurisdiction of the lower court. Next is writ of certiorari. Okay, writ of certiorari. Now here also this writ is issued by the superior court only. This writ is also issued by the superior court to the judicial and the quasi judicial authority. Judicial and the quasi judicial authority. Okay. Why? To here this is to quash the order. Certiorari is issued by the superior court to judicial and the quasi judicial authority to quash the order. Quash the order means make the order null. Means the order has already been passed by the lower court. So what they do? They quash the order by issuing certiorari. Quo warranto? Quo warranto is a writ, okay, which means the literal meaning is by what order? The literal meaning is by what order? It is issued when a person has this writ is first you understand this writ is issued to whom? The superior court issue this writ. Okay, the superior court issue this writ to the public servant. They issue this writ to the public servant if the claim to that post is found unlawful, illegal. Okay, if the claim to that post is found unlawful or illegal, they will be asked to be out from that post. Okay, that public servant will be asked to be out from that post. Next right to education, and this right has been granted by the Constitution under 86 Amendment Act 2002. Okay, by this new act, Article 21A explains right to education. So by this Article 21A, okay, the state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of the age of 6 to 14 years in such a manner that the state may or by law determine. Okay, free and compulsory education to children 6 to 14. Duty of the state. Okay. Right to property was the part of our fundamental right, but this is the right which is now removed. And today it is a legal right. It is no more a fundamental right, it is a legal right. So, Article 31 of the Constitution had empowered the citizen of India to purchase, hold, and dispose of movable as well as immovable property as a fundamental right. But keeping the socialistic philosophy of the constitution, the right to property was deleted. As I already have told you that now right to property is no more a fundamental right. It is deleted. Okay, right to property is deleted. Okay, from the list of fundamental right by the 44th Amendment Act 1978. So when it was deleted, 44th Amendment Act 1978. And today, this right is not a fundamental right, it is a legal right. So we completed right to constitutional remedies. Okay, where the superior courts have a power to issue writ to protect our fundamental rights. The writs are habeas corpus, mandamus, writ of prohibition, writ of certiorari, and quo warranto. Then I explained to you right to education, where every child 6 to 14 has a right to education, and right to property. Now it is not a fundamental right, it is a legal right. So please learn the topics what is explained to you. Thank you.